Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live in. Let's continue the series of who is the best player in each NFL franchise's history, their GOAT. I've been going in alphabetical order, and today is the Indianapolis Colts. Now, the Indianapolis Colts started as the Baltimore Colts. Their inaugural season was 1953, remained in Baltimore until 1983, moved to Indianapolis for the 1984 season, and have remained there since. So 72 seasons of football. So when looking at this, I consider both players who played for Baltimore and Indianapolis. Now, 2 off seasons ago, I did my Mount Rushmores by teams, 4 best players in each franchise's history. Last off season, I did my Mount Rushmores by position, 4 best players at each position, NFL history. So with each of these, I'm looking at the Mount Rushmore, seeing if maybe I would change anything in the 2 years that have passed since I've done them before naming my GOAT. So in alphabetical order, the 4 guys I included for the Colts: Peyton Manning, not much to say, at least preface with him. What a career he had. Gino Marchetti played with the Baltimore Colts. In his 13 years, was named to 11 Pro Bowls and a 7-time first-team All-Pro. Also won 2 championships, defensive end. Jim Parker, Hall of Famer, 8-time Pro Bowler, 8-time first-team All-Pro, played 11 seasons for the Colts, mostly at tackle, some seasons at guard. And Johnny Unitas, historic Baltimore Colts player in the Hall of Fame, 10-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro, 3-time MVP. Now, I'll keep it as is. Some of my honorable mentions that I had mentioned were Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Edgerrin James, Robert Mathis, Dwight Freeney, Bob Sanders, Adam Vinatieri, Marshall Faulk, Jonathan Taylor. I did mention Taylor 2 years ago as a potential guy to be on. Art Donovan, John Mackey, Lenny Moore, Raymond Berry, Andrew Luck, and Bob Vogel. If I really wanted to, I could research more and perhaps think if one of those guys that I had an honorable mention maybe have a case over, I guess, Parker. But Jim Parker was an excellent offensive lineman back in the late 50s throughout the early to mid 60s. So I'll keep it as is, but this was one of the more challenging Mount Rushmores. But anyhow, my GOAT in Colts history, Baltimore / Indianapolis. It was really between 2 quarterbacks. I went with Peyton Manning, the first overall pick in the 1998 NFL Draft by the Colts, inducted Hall of Fame in 2021. Manning played 17 seasons, the first 13 of which came with the Indianapolis Colts. Manning was named MVP 4 times with Indianapolis, twice finished as the runner-up, once third, once fifth, had Offensive Player of the Year finishes of first, second twice, third 4 times, and 8th with the Indianapolis Colts. Named to a total of 11 Pro Bowls with the Colts, was a 5-time first-team All-Pro. We take a look at his season-by-season numbers with Indianapolis. Led the league in completion percentage, 2003, 2000 and 2003, led the league in passing yards, 3 times led the league in passing touchdowns. 3 straight seasons from 2004 to 2006, he led the NFL in rating. Altogether with the Colts, he went 141 and 67 as a starter, 64.9 completion percentage, 54,828 yards, 399 passing touchdowns, 198 interceptions, and a 94.9 rating. He did win 1 Super Bowl with the Colts, appeared in 1 other. Wasn't quite as successful in the postseason, 9-10 record in the postseason as he was in the regular season, and I realized that could maybe cause a few people to take Johnny U over him, and it was really a tough choice. But when I did my Mount Rushmore quarterbacks, I included both of them. Manning and Unitas to go with Montana and Tom Brady. But Manning definitely seen as one of the best quarterbacks of all time, including his stats with the Broncos. He's third all time in passing yards, third passing touchdowns. So, in the end, I gave Peyton Manning the slight advantage over Johnny Unitas. But a very tough call, and I would definitely understand if you'd go Johnny U over Manning. With all these, I've been taking a look at who on the active roster could potentially overtake the GOAT, or at least maybe have a case for the Mount Rushmore. I'm going to say this would be one of the hardest ones to get on. Some of the honorable, excuse me, honorable mentions I named had amazing careers, and I just couldn't find a way to fit them in. I mean, even a guy like Michael Pittman Jr., who's had a great start to his career. I mean, is he really going to overtake Marvin Harrison or Reggie Wayne? Of course, the Colts hope Anthony Richardson could be a franchise quarterback, but could he even be? Do Can you envision him being a better all-time quarterback than Manning or Unitas? So, and I said Jonathan Taylor as an honorable mention. I think, especially the way today's game's going, I can't envision him making it either. So really no one from the active roster. But let me know in the comments, do you consider Peyton Manning the GOAT of the Indianapolis Colts? Would you go Johnny U, or would you go someone else? Stay tuned for tomorrow, as I will do the Jacksonville Jaguars. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.